What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a all new episode, and it feels like cozy Valentine's intimate you and I episode. Feels like we haven't had tu y yo, the ti tu, in a while because we've been having some amazing guests.
I love guests, but I love it being just the two of us.
Yes, and it gives us like we've come off from great guests from Jordan Calais. Shout out to Jordan, to Naya, on the real the challenges, the most recent challenge, Battle of the Eras. Um, we had
Shani,
Shawnee last week. Just great guests. So shout out to them. Thank you to also for like the new people, the new followers, subscribers. Shout out. We see y'all. It means a lot. Thank you. But it gives us a chance to also catch up to like what's going on because there's a lot going on.
yeah,
And
there is.
let's I'm sure you're very happy. So I'm gonna let you carry on now with we're gonna talk Super Bowl, but do your thing because you are a happy girl.
I should have worn my Eagles jacket. So congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles for winning the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs.
Although I don't know if that's a good horn, but yeah.
I don't think it's a good one, but it's fine. First of all, it was personal to me. I needed these guys to win. Secondly, a I have been an Eagles fan since 2003. I'm not going to go into specifics as to why. Only real ones know. And if you don't know, you weren't never a real one and I don't care for you. But this was a great game. I was honest to God, I was really surprised at the score and I was surprised at like how the game transpired. I only want to say that my team pulled in the best defense that they possibly could, and it persevered, and they did it. Um, I went with with my brother to go see the game at a bar. His favorite bar is Yard House. Didn't you go to Yard House? You've gone there before, right? You like it?
Your house where?
You've
Like
been to Yard House, not the one that we went to. Yeah, you like Yard House. They have
yes,
a
so cool.
drink that you like. Yeah.
Yeah. And it has some amazing bacon something I remember telling you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I went to the one in Yonkers and we had a time. Everybody was singing and dancing when the halftime show came up. Yeah, I left very happy. And when I came home and like they announced that they won, I mean, I was borderline this close into being like very like emotional because it feels like a birthday gift, with my birthday around the corner.
Yes, it's Aquarius season, and we today we have astrology circle that we're gonna get into a little later. But okay, so Super Bowl now. Let's talk the halftime performance, the
Yeah.
Kendrick Lamar of it all, because leading up to it, first of all, there was a huge controversy when Kendrick Lamar was announced as the Super Bowl headliner. Obviously Jay-Z also backstory. People don't know Jay-Z's Rock Nation basically runs is
They
in
manage and they choose who's gonna perform.
charge. Yes.
Yeah.
So there's that. And there was controversy back when it was announced because um people expected Lil Wayne to be chosen since he's from a New Orleans native. So
Hmm.
thought that, but then people brought Jake because obviously we already know the whole Drake and Kendrick battle that's done from last year before the whole Super Bowl thing. So people brought Drake into it, saying that the reason why Lil Wayne didn't get it because Jay-Z's sliding him for whatever reason, because I guess Jay-Z and Drake somewhat this
That
tension
beef?
there.
I don't think it was that. I think it was. Let's be real. The beef between the Drake and Kendrick Lamar was super entertaining on both parts and both angles. I think obviously Kendrick like literally annihilated Drake,
Mm-hmm.
But not only did he annihilate him with a diss track, but that diss track, not only was it like crazy, it was also a top hit. Like it was streaming for a long time. It was in the charts. So much so this man just won like 5 Grammys a couple like 2 weeks ago. So it was in the ethos. He was meant to be the headliner. Not to mention this is Black History Month, and everything that Kendrick does is a narration. It's not your typical halftime show. He had the way that every like metaphor and everything that he did, from the flag being like not divided, or
Mm-hmm.
have bringing out Samuel L. Jackson as Uncle Sam, and
Mm-hmm.
the reference to him in Django, and the things he was saying like don't be so ghetto, and like
Mm-hmm.
it was basically letting people know, and all the viewers, because who are the type of people that watch that halftime shows and watch the Super Bowls and tune in, that America's ran by Black people. We built this country. So I think it was great that he did it. People forget, like, Kendrick is not just some like little rapper from Compton. He's a Pulitzer Prize winner.
Yeah. Yeah, it was amazing to see things like the shit. First of all, it was a great performance. Listen, I'm not a
He
hip
has
hop.
more songs though. I feel like there should have been. I
More
wish the halftime show was longer, a little bit, like 3 minutes more, or at least 5 minutes longer, because hits.
so you felt he should have had more songs.
Yeah,
Thing. With me, listen. I heard other people in other different shows I've listened to say that as well of what you said. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm the biggest Kendrick fan and stuff because I only know prior to this album, I only know Loyalty, and I'm sure maybe if certain other songs pop up, I'd be like, okay, I've heard that one, but Loyalty,
look at Rihanna's in it.
Humble, and maybe one other song with some girl singer that I've heard. But those are the only ones I could say from the top of my mind. Now, this album, I really do, I do like this album, this whole album. I listened to it. I've worked out to the album. It's been, my gym playlist before Bad Bunny came and took that over, but it was my gym playlist for a little bit. But yeah, I like the album. So to see certain songs that he played in the Super Bowl, it was like, all right, like I felt like,
Yeah.
yeah, like jamming and stuff. But again, I'm not a day one fan, so I hear the people that basically were saying like they felt there was other songs that he should have either led with or done or whatever. But now, speaking of songs, there was also going into the Super Bowl whether he was going to perform Not Like Us, because as we know, Drake, it's now did not sue. We talked about this already. He's not suing Kendrick. He's suing the label because what he feels is like
And what is the label?
what was that?
What's the label? Do you
What
know?
what is it? UMG manager? Not UMG.
No, it's Sony. So I found this interesting because I was going through a rabbit hole on TikTok. Did you notice that the thing was shaped, the stage was shaped like a control, like a game console control? PlayStation is owned by Sony. Sony is the record company that Drake is suing. And in the end, you see where he says, turn his TV off, and it says game over.
Yeah,
Basically saying like the game's over. Everything this man does is so like
pointing with
yeah.
intention. With intention.
He's a Gemini. There's some great Geminis and terrible Geminis.
When I seen Serena Williams, like, and then it just their period, I'm like,
yeah.
I turned and I was like, this is shady because this is his ex. I'm like,
Not only is Serena his ex, but SZA dated Drake too. So
yeah, well, we've heard of that. Yeah, we've definitely.
So he had Drake's 2 exes on there, and
he's going on tour with doing a tour with one of them.
SZA, yeah. For him to literally say his name and like have like a grin in his face on national TV and the camera, I was like, no, he's demonic.
He didn't. He didn't have to do that like certain
That is the level of pettiness I strive to have, but I'm not because I'm in therapy and I'm healing.
He is an air sign like you. We'll talk about air sign very soon.
Fuck with us, we got it.
All in all, I didn't watch the whole game thing. Again, that's why I let you take some talk that because I do not care about the game.
What? Jalen Hurts is so fine. AJ Brown is good looking. Devontae Smith, all of them.
Was Aaron Hernandez, and we know how that ended. So,
girl.
Bye. So it's like to me, I'm like, football, nihi niha. But moving on to something we missed a few weeks ago, that also was the talk of things, and because of winners, and speaking of Kendrik, as you mentioned, walked away with all 5 Ala Lauren hairstyle, all 5 Grammys that he was nominated for. He walked away with the Grammys. The 2025 Grammys took place 2 weeks ago, the week before February 2nd, 3rd. The Sunday before the Super Bowl, and we seen people like Beyonce finally take Album of the Year. This is coming off the heels of last year, Jay-Z doing that Kanye-esque little speech. So one has to wonder. I wonder how much of that wink, wink, nudge, nudge speech and the power Jay-Z had influence on that win. And I have my opinions. I'm sure other people are like, oh no, it's deserved finally or whatever. But to me, for her to finally take Album of the Year with this album is a myth for me. It should have been maybe last year's Renaissance. Renaissance was the shit. That's my opinion, but many other people out there think it should have been Lemonade. I don't know. What do you think? Let's get into the Grammys of it all, but let's start there with, do you think this Album of the Year was deserved? Was it the body of work that finally deserved it for her to have that particular Grammy?
Well, before I even answer that, I have to see who the Album of the Year nominees were. Besides Cowboy Carter, it was Andre. No, I have it here. Andre 3000, New Blue Sun. That was all like no music, just music, no vocals. Jacob Collier, I don't know who that is. Sabrina Carpenter, Short and Sweet. She has a cute songs. Taylor Swift, Chappell Roan, Brat, Charlie XCX, and Hit Me Hard and Soft with Billie Eilish. Honestly, I love Beyonce. Let me preface this by saying that I love Beyonce. I do agree with you. I do think that Renaissance should have been Album of the Year last year. I don't think I am in a place to say that Cowboy Carter was meant to have Album of the year this year, because I didn't listen to it in its full entirety. I heard a couple songs, and then there were a few songs that like you hear clips on like TikTok and social media, and it's like cute bops. I know Blackbird is a song that I like so much that I downloaded it, but if it were me choosing, to be honest with you, you're gonna be gagged at my response. But I think
already know, because you've already mentioned that you like this, and I'm surprised.
Charlie XCX Brat should have won.
I knew you were going to say
I've always been a Charlie XCX fan, but Brat was like, that album was the summer anthem, and it like blended millennials with Gen Zers, and like everybody was on their Brat summer shit. I still listen to Brat.
I never heard.
There's a song that I already have in my mind for my birthday, but I'm kind of happy she beat Taylor Swift because.
So soccer, Taylor Swift took none that night.
She'll be fine. She made enough money on her tour.
I was surprised. It's like, wow. The tides are turning. Speaking of Taylor, she gets saucy at these award shows. She likes to have.
She likes to turn, and I like that. I love that for her. She should. Everyone wants her to be this demure little white girl who doesn't have fun. Did you see that when they showed her on the screen at the Super Bowl, people were booing, and she was mouthing like, what the hell's going on? Because everybody was like booing her and stuff. But I mean,
yeah, again, the tides, I feel like the tides are turning for her. No one ever stays on top and that like adored forever. I'm sorry, no one. Everyone has their reckoning time. Even if peaks and valleys. Like everyone has their reckoning time, whether they go up again, but
Mhm.
they have their. And I think her like,
Back to Beyonce. Did you hear? I mean, today her tickets came out. Her concert tickets went
and
on
fans are
sale.
mad. Fans are mad about that. Yeah,
Why?
because I guess the prices and the thing, but
Well, I saw one girl. She was saying how there was a section that had three seats, three open seats, and she only wanted two tickets for her and her friend. And that Ticketmaster was like, if you're not gonna buy all three, you can't sit in this section.
Mm.
Listen, Tiquetera would never. Shout out to Tiquetera with Bad Bunny's residency because we didn't have that problem. Thank you, Jesus. And as much as I like Beyonce, I had a blast last year. Or what was it, the year before? Going to see Renaissance.
Yeah,
I enjoyed myself. I love the album, but I'm a pass on this
yeah.
concert. I don't.
I
I'm
have
good.
no desire unless, honestly,
I want to see Charlie XCX, and she's coming back.
to be honest, when she first launched her last tour, Renaissance, not to go to of course the Grammys, I didn't think I was gonna go. It was seeing the videos that I was like, oh shit, I want to go to this show. But with that being said, I don't. She would have to be doing some miraculous shit or performing a good blend of like other songs for me to even be interested, and for me to see, and for me to even be interested to go to the store because I'm not. We already have. I think
We have
this weekend
Kylie Minogue.
we have Janet
Oh,
Jackson, we have Kylie this
yeah.
year, we have Bad Bunny, and you know us, we're spontaneous as things comes, we go to things. So we have shows already lined up, but at least we could say we went to see Beyonce and it was a fucking amazing tour. That was an amazing tour. Hats off to Beyonce for that. But back to the Grammy. So any surprises, anything from that night that stands out?
One thing that I did not appreciate for one of the categories, I think it was for the dance category. K Tronada didn't win, and K Tronada should have won because his album Timeless was one of the best dance albums of 2024. But people don't know real. Some people in the academy don't know real music.
Shout out to Doechii, she won. I think you
Who?
like Doechii.
Doechii. Yes, she won female rap, and I thought it was amazing that she
Rap
basically
album, no?
was it rap.
It was rap with other rap
It was female.
oh, hold on.
Oh well, no, I think she mentioned that only three women have won: her, Cardi B, and someone previously.
Yeah,
Lauryn
so
Hill.
he's best. Yeah, there was some men in that
I like
category.
Doechii. She's very Florida. Shout out to Tampa. Um, She is often compared to Nicki Minaj, which I find that to be fucked up. Like, let her be her own self. She's I could see the influence there, but I also see different influences from other people. Um, Let her have her own moment.
Yeah,
But performance wise, I obviously love Charlie XCX. I thought that was lit. Um, who else performed? Oh, Sabrina Carpenter. I think she's adorable, but like her music is like after a while listening to Espresso, I'm like, this song is so stupid. Like it's cute at first, but like after a while, like it's all right, done.
yeah,
But the Grammys were okay. I thought they were a little boring this year, but they were fine.
yeah. I didn't watch it live. I just saw little
Oh, you
clips.
didn't?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch it live. I saw clips. I just read the things and heard other news outlets and stuff to like gather my information. But yeah, I didn't watch it live. No. And I honestly, usually I go and watch a lot of performances back too, but this year I didn't find myself checking for the performances either like that.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Oh wait, before we can't continue without talking about the red carpet. I don't know if you saw the red carpet, but Kanye, aka Ye, aka El Maldito Loco, decided to come with his wife Bianca Censori and replicate his latest album cover, where he's standing there and he's standing from behind and she's like standing there practically naked.
mm-hmm.
I don't understand why he does the things that he does. And I find it to be despicable and disgusting. I don't know if you heard about what he did during the Super Bowl, where he sent a link for people to purchase like shirts, Kanye shirts. And it was with the, I don't even want to say because YouTube will take it down with that marking. That is
Mm.
terrible. Not Spotify, Shopify, the website that had his store, shut it down. His talent manager basically quit effective immediately. He's a fucking mess. Like I don't even miss the old Kanye. I'm just like, who the fuck is that? Who is that? Doing the most because he didn't get the attention that he wanted because I'm pretty sure he wishes he was in Kendrick's spot.
Kanye, yeah, Kanye. I seen that, and I'm like, first of all, how did he get invited? I guess he got invited. I don't know.
He wasn't invited. He wasn't invited. I feel honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm not a biggest fan of these people, but I feel bad for Kim Kardashian, like having to do damage control with her kids and her kids who see their father as like this big ass hero,
Mm.
and he's acting like
I
that.
I forget about the kids. I forget about Kim and the kids sometimes. But
Those
she
kids,
decided to have not one, not two, but like four.
she has four.
Oh God.
Mm-mm. Boy,
Anyways, but speaking of fashions, it's time for a little game of keep it or shred it. So I picked a few. There was many looks out there on the Grammys, but here are a few for us to play with. So if you're at home or listening to this after, play along. And I hope if you're listening, I hope you envision or watched it to play along. But here we go. Keep it or shred it. Chaperone.
I'm glad she won, by the way, even though her little getup is crazy. I like that song, the Pink Pony Club. I keep
I
on
never listen. I know
going.
she's popular. I haven't listened to one song of hers. I don't.
I feel like I've been around young kids enough to like fucking know her
And
songs.
she's a Pisces, from what I know. Yeah, but I could care
Do you
less.
know her favorite drag queen is Sasha Colby?
I
Did
think,
it?
and
Yeah,
that too.
'cause she's like,
Sasha.
I'm your artist's favorite artist. She got I'm your drag queen's favorite drag queen.
Mm. So what do you think?
Anyway,
Keep it.
um, you know what? She's giving me Alice in Wonderland crack vibes. Keep it. Alice in Wonderland who took a hit of acid and is like on a different dimension. Keep it.
It's a shredded for me. Looking at it better now, I do like the butterflies, and I love a nice butterfly, but it's still like clown makeup, and I
That's her
get.
gig. If you like it on a drag queen, you should enjoy it in an artist.
But like Michelle Visage will say, sweetheart, let's see something different. Okay, so it's a shredded for me, and
This is part of her this is part of her album. Maybe she will
I
rebrand
want to
next
see
album.
something different because I've heard of her the past year. She was all around 2024, and it's been the same thing. So I hope the next era she gives me something different. Because that's what if she was on Drag Race, that's what she will get critiqued by Michelle.
All right, Michelle.
I don't, and God knows, I'm not the biggest Michelle Visage fan. Also, although she's softened as of late. But next, we have Busta Rhymes.
Okay, Busta, what it is right now. I say keep it. I like the glasses. He looks very put together. Busta Rhymes lost a lot of weight, and he, has been taking care of his health and stuff. He looks good. He looks put together. He could have gone in there with like uh a big ass jacket and baggy ass jeans, but he looks good.
I like the heart little detail thing there, the long coat, and he's working the outfit because he's pulling it to the side, showing like the versatility of the outfit. I like it. I'm thinking about our trip, but it's like when we were getting like ready to send each other pictures. But sometimes the smallest, I don't want to say a bit simplest outfit, you could turn it into like a little fashion.
It's the details that counts.
Yeah, it's like the little details and stuff. So I like it. I like it. I like it. I was surprised when I seen like randomly like red carpet looks. I'm like, let's use this one because I dug it for Busta Rhymes. Who's this? I can't see. Cardi B. I can't see. Cardi B.
I like it. I like how it accentuates her silhouette. I think Cardi B looks great. She looks put together. The hair looks gorgeous.
Yeah, she the Grammys.
The feathers and stuff. She looks like a peacock, but not really. Anyway, I like it. Keep it.
I like it too. I like it too. She didn't go. It's still sexy for her. She, her brand, but it's not overtly trashy. Like, she did it just right for the Grammys. I like the bottom of the like the ostrichy feather thing.
Yeah,
Like
her
Tiger.
boobs are up to her chin.
It looks like at first when you're looking from the starting up down, it looks like okay, animal print tigeress, but then like the feathers, you see that is more like a bird type of thing. So if you start looking from up, and then let me see how I can explain it. You go from up down, but once you get to the feathers, you're like, oh no, it's not like a tiger print. So then when you look from down up, it looks like birdie like. So I like it. I like the two different effects depending how you look at it. What it gives. Is a keep it for me. Next, Will Smith, his first, from what I understand, his return. He was a presenter, and this was his first time back at an award show presenting since the Chris Rock smack. Keep it or shred it.
You know what? His kids were looking a damn fool in
Didn't
the.
he have a TV on his head? Was that Jaden?
That was Jaden Smith. His kids were looking a damn fool. So I'm gonna do a shred it just for the simple fact that he let his kids walk out the door with a fucking house in his head. You know what I thought of? I don't think people caught on to this. Maybe I'm like thinking way too hard into this, but like people lost their homes in California and you're joking around with a fucking house in your head. Like read the fucking room. He's a moron. So shred it.
The look was done for me. Yeah, it's just shred it for me too. It looks like I don't know. I just don't like it. It's not because what he did is just it's not giving. But I didn't go that deep into the house thing. I just thought like, what the fuck is he doing?
I put two together.
Next, Taylor Swift.
If this bitch does not change the same fucking dress, go back last year, go back to every like the VMAs. She always has the same décolletage, like same style, same like little hike up little thigh showing some sort of curve. Change it up, baby girl. Like do something else. I don't know. And the red lip, always a red lip.
I thought the same thing. It's basic for me, like especially for the Grammys. It's like, girl, I'm glad they didn't give you Grammys because looking like that, showing up like that, like no. It's
I
not.
don't hate Taylor Swift. I want to make this abundantly clear. I like her. Do I bop to her music? Not necessarily. There are some songs that, back in my Pink days, I would listen to because we had no choice but to listen to them. But I feel like you were born in 89. Dress your age. This looks like she got this off the rack from Lulu's or something. Yeah, like something from like
Rainbow.
Not even rainbow, bitch. Let's not do that. But no, she could have done something else. Like, yeah.
It's a shredder for me too. I'm like, basic. Next, Kendrick Lamar himself with holding all 5 of his Grammys. What a nice accessory.
I'm gonna say that I find this to be a very funny. I don't know if he meant to do it on purpose, but what he is wearing, ladies and gentlemen, in fashion, we call a Canadian tuxedo. Canadian tuxedo is when you wear a denim shirt or jacket with denim pants or bottoms. And that's what he's wearing. I don't know if he was trying to be like tongue in cheek and be like, oh, Canada, aka something towards Drake. But, I'm not even going to glaze him. I think shred it because it's the Grammys and I don't see it being elevated.
Yeah, same. Cute if you take the Grammy aspect out of it, and maybe if he was at the VMAs or whatever.
If he was at the BET Awards, cool, fine, whatever. Something like kind of low down.
Yeah.
But you're at the Grammys and you're dressed like that, even though I'm pretty sure if you look at the tags, he's probably rocking like expensive shit. But just the look for me is not giving.
Yeah, and just because things are not expensive doesn't mean it's fashion.
Fashion.
It's giving. Next, Dolce.
I think, was she wearing Christian Siriano? I'm not sure. She's wearing something. She's wearing a designer, but I forgot what designer it is. I like it. Keep it. I like the structure. She has a very nice body because when she first started with that one song that she sampled from Trillville, she was a little bit thicker, and now she's like very athletic, slim, thick. This compliments her.
I've gotten into Dochi just recently because of Alter Ego.
Or
Um
with JT.
yes, with JT, because I know it was out since last year, but obviously
Oh,
watching RuPaul's Drag Race, they did a lip sync in one of the, I think, the season premiere, whatever, or
I saw that.
the
That
second,
was good.
and it was so good, and I was into, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So since I've been on that song, and now little by little, I'm like getting more into it. She was on a interview with the Breakfast Club that I watched a few weeks ago as well, without, yeah, as well. I like the Denial, the River,
Denial is not a
River,
river.
cute and
Yeah,
tongue in cheek. And just today, I heard a song "Nosebleed," which I guess
it came out the night of the Grammys.
yeah, I see why some people say and do the comparisons to Nicki, which
Yeah,
I don't think is fair though. Like you said, I agree with what you said earlier in regards to that. But for me,
I want to make a correction real fast before you say keep it or shred it. The designer for this is not Christian Siriano, it's Tom Brown. Tom Brown.
okay, Tom Brown, there you go. And for me, I don't know. It's just shredded. I don't know. Is it, are those fake like hips?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
Well, this is from his newest collection that just featured in Fashion Week. It was basically like a curvy, basically accentuating curves.
Okay. Mm.
But I mean, you don't gotta like it.
What about you? Keep it or shut it.
I say keep it. I like the structure of it.
Okay. And last but not least, Sabrina Carpenter. I guess another, that look of the hips thing.
She's giving like Marilyn Monroe and Madonna, early Madonna, 90s. I think she looks like ethereal, like a swan. Swan is like the opposite of ugly duckling, right? Yeah. Anyway, I think I would say keep it for her stature because she's very small and petite. It looks really nice. And the color brings out her eyes because she has piercing blue eyes.
It,
So I would keep it.
it's funny how I'm saying no to the other one, the hip thing, but I think because it was how it was put, it looked like when Madonna did the whole equestrian thing for a little bit. But this one, yes, I like the soft look. I like the, even the fact that the in the middle, the whole feathery whatever that is. Usually that could be corny, but I don't know. She pulled it off. The
It
hair,
actually goes with her vibe. It goes with her brand because she has a song. One of her songs that like made her mainstream is called "Like a Feather."
mm, it's cute. It's soft. It's very her, like you said. What? Well, you know what's my favorite song from her album? There is. I'm not gonna lie.
Bed
I'm
Chem.
like that, huh?
What song? Bed Chem.
Um, you know, hold on. I gotta look it up because it's what bothers me, and I want to share it with the people.
It's Bed Chem. I think the
Good
one,
kind. No, 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 no.
the one that
It's
she
Good Graces. Good
said.
Graces. That's my song. Um, but I did get into that when she dropped it. That was like the only song I gravitated to. But I do like, I could say I like one of her songs. It may not be the mainstream ones, but I like, it's a keep it for me. It's a keep it. She looked good. And did she win anything? I don't know if she won anything. I forgot.
She won. I think was it Best New Artist? I don't know. I forgot. It's been a long week.
It's been a few weeks since the Grammys was 2 weeks, but but now, but you know what it is? What time it is? It is Aquarius season right now. And before we let y'all go, we're gonna get into astrology circle. We haven't done astrology circle for a while, so sorry for the signs that we've missed, but we promise we will come around this coming year. But right now we have astrology circle Aquarius season. So here we go. Here are some fun facts and some little tidbits about the sign and people of the Aquarius. Aquarius season runs from January 21st through February 19th.
Mm-hmm.
Element is air. It's a fixed sign with its ruler being Uranus. Its symbol is the water bearer.
Mhm.
Some careers that Aquarius people seem to gravitate to or fit well in are professors, political activists, social workers, engineers, philosophers, developers, just to name a few. um Getting into the ethereal things of it all, Aquarius stones that are recommended for them are a mezzanite, a mezzanite for opening up, blocking thinking and their creativeness, aquamarine, which releases emotions,
Mm.
amber for calm, and hematite for some grounding. I love a good hematite. And some famous people that you may know who are Aquarius are Placido Dominguez, of course, Oprah Winfrey, Justin Timberlake, Gina Davis, one of my favorite actresses, Ellen DeGeneres, Harry Styles, Michael Jordan, Chris Rock, Alicia Keys, Kelly
Paris
Rose,
Hilton.
just to name a few. And that is your astrology circle for this season.
That was cute.
So, how do you feel, Aquarius sister? Before we go, your birthday is coming up, and we're celebrating it. It's Valentine's this a few days away. Your birthday a few days away, and we're celebrating.
You know what? This Valentine, I'm so booked and busy, literally, that I'm not even thinking about
Right?
like not having a Valentine. My Valentine's gonna be my hairstylist first and foremost, my wax lady, my eyebrow lady, because I have procrastinated to do everything last minute before I fly out.
Same this week. This week is so busy for me.
I don't know why, but like I don't know if it's the weather or maybe just because I've just been like not trying to deal with like traveling, even though we are gonna travel the past couple of weeks with everything that's been happening with the traveling and the situations
I
have like
believe that today.
I rebuke it in the name of Jesus, honey.
Under
But
the full moon today. I wrote about it. Was on
yeah,
sensation.
what I have been doing is I'm trying to stay in my little bubble because I'm not trying to get sick, and also like just the chaos before you travel and then like after, it's just I live for it. I'm not gonna lie, I like organized chaos.
Well, happy Valentine's to our listeners. Because this week I guess will fall on the week of Valentine's. Um, by the time next week's episode comes, you already will be a year older and wiser. So happy birthday to you, I guess we could say here
Thank
right now.
you.
Off claps to that. And to everyone else, tune in next week for an all new episode drop. We love you guys. Follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, everything the Inner Circle podcast, and catch us every Wednesday live at 8 p.m. on YouTube.